Did you know that your bowels can actually be trained? It's true. We go to the gym to train our muscles to be stronger, and we can actually train our bowels so that we have regular movements that help keep us comfortable. In hospice care, patients often are eating and drinking less. They are weaker. They're immobile. Sometimes there's even paralysis or other disease, of course, in the abdominal tract, in the intestines. And it leads to bowels that are very irregular. If you have a patient who is in bed and often they're stooling just a little at a time, then they have not fully evacuated their rectal vault, and it makes for problems with their skin if you're having to clean them very regularly. It's a lot of work for the caregiver. So as I said, one can change and train the bowels so that they will regularly fully evacuate the rectal vault. How do you do that? Well, in hospice care, first of all, we make sure that the quality of the bowel is as best we can get it. And that would mean to look at using Senna or Miralax or something to make sure that there is stool that is moist in the intestines so that it would be more easy to push out. If you have a patient that their stool is too loose and they're leaking constantly, it can cause, again, those problems of skin irritation. And what we want is to be able to fully evacuate the rectal vault. That's when you want to treat the bowels from both the top and then the bottom. You want to schedule a suppository. You might consider once a week, depending on your patient, or twice a week. Monday, Thursday, Tuesday, Friday, but you get them on a schedule so that when they get that suppository, they're much more likely that the peristalsis that is caused by the medication in the rectal vault will stimulate the full evacuation of what's actually there. They will have less constant leaking, and it will also move stool down, help to move stool down and be in place for the next time. When you get the bowels regulated with the consistency of the stool and then put them on a bowel regimen with a scheduled suppository routine, the patient can have much more comfort. It's easier on their skin and it's much easier on the caregivers too. So look at the actual training program and think of it as that. You are training the patient's bowels to work as regularly as possible. And if they generally have one every day, but don't worry about it. Think about yourself. Do you have a bowel movement every single day? Something might change and you'd go a couple more days. So don't really worry about it unless a pattern emerges. And that is the clue. Find out what their pattern is and then start to train them so they can get on a very comfortable regimen to keep the bowels regular and moving for as long as possible for their comfort. Thank you. Send us your comments, your questions about what we purport out here in our videos. Go to the Hospice Care Plan, our website, or YouTube, and we really appreciate your watching. Thanks.